Hey, what's going on, guys? Black Dissident. Excuse me. And I wanted to share with you guys my initial thoughts on the AWS assault pack. This is their beaver tail style assault pack. And I've been looking at these for a while. I was looking at the Crossfire one. There's several companies that make them. Eagle makes one. I think Warrior Assault Systems makes one. There's different companies that make them. And the reason I wanted one was to carry my helmet and nods, if I'm not using them at a particular point in time. And that is easily facilitated on a bag of this style by the beaver tail, hence why we call them beaver tail style assault packs. It's just this little pouch here on the front, if you guys are familiar with them, and you can fit your helmet in there. And with the soft case that I'm using for my nods, I can tuck it inside my helmet and place those in there together. And my nods are kind of in a shell, in a cocoon, if you will, between the helmet and the pack, and everything's nice and tight. You can cinch it down. You got 3 sets of straps here where you can cinch everything down nice and tight. So really like that. There's a small pocket here, zippered, and then you got a larger pocket out here on the front of the beaver tail. You got a loop field there, so you got a larger pocket here, like I said. And basically the contents of this, I won't bore you guys with showing you again. This is the stuff that I had in the Mali 2 assault pack. If you guys haven't seen that, the US military issued Mali 2 3-day assault pack, the stuff from there is now in here, which is just, compass, batteries, water filter, chem lights, shit like that. 3 extra mags and a GI bandolier, a 1 liter smart water bottle. I also added a hydration bladder that I had laying around and routed it out. And if you guys hadn't seen John's video from Alpha Charlie Concepts, he picked one up right after I did. I told him, I was like, hey, look, they got these in stock in M81 Woodland. Next thing I know, he already pulled the trigger on it. They had them on sale for Memorial Day. They went on sale right after I had ordered mine. They were down to like $130. Normal price is $150, which is more than reasonable, especially when you look at the Eagle and stuff like that. Those are consistently $200 bags. I've seen them going for $180 on the used surplus market. And obviously I didn't get one, but I just kind of waited it out, and I'm glad I waited, because then they came out and AWS had a restock of the M81 Woodland, and I was like, hell yeah, we doing this. So you got another pocket here, a little bit deeper than the one out here on the outside. You got some horizontal loop and stuff for attaching or lashing different gear or equipment to the outside. The same around here on the side. It took me a couple days to figure out that they had side pockets here. They will hold a GI mag, but they're easier to get out, or PMag or whatever, AR-15 style mag. They're easier to get out if you got like a Ranger plate or a mag pull on them. I did notice that, but you can stow some stuff in the side. Same on this side here. No molly on the back. This is just a standalone assault pack. You got your straps. They're thin. They do have some shaping to them and stuff like that. You do get a sternum strap, etc. You got some small metal D-rings here. You can adjust your straps here, your shoulder straps. There's 3 hydration hose ports, one on each side here, and then one at the top. I ran mine out of the top. I actually didn't realize there were 3 until John made his video. I was like, holy shit. He's used to these bags. He's got some from 2 or 3 different manufacturers. So, and actually the first time I went down to visit with him was when I saw that he was running the Crossfire, and I was like, what is that? And he told me, and I was like, okay. So made a mental note of that, and ever since then I've been kind of eyeing these things, and I'm glad I waited. It was worth the wait. But definitely a high quality piece of equipment or kit item. I really like it. The material is awesome. The camo is on point. Everything is legitimate about this pack. The zippers are really nice. You got plastic Fastex buckles, but a lot of the hardware and stuff, the D-rings and everything that attach to straps, it's all metal. So not bad at all. Inside you got a hydration bladder pocket in the back. There is like a Kydex stiffener or something. It's permanently sewn into the bag, which I do enjoy that as well. A rather small mouth on the pack, to be honest with you, but it's a small bag. It's not a very large bag at all. But like I told you, I got my GI bandolier in there with 3 GI mags in it, fully loaded. And you know, I got some like MRE style commercial honey barbecue beef sandwiches in there. Give me some calories. I got like a granola bar, blah blah blah, just some quick calories, you know, enough stuff to keep you a little bit motivated. And yeah, I got a life straw. I had a few of those extra, so I tossed one in there. Also have some water purification tablets, you know, stuff like that. A little bit of hygiene items. You know, it's just a 12, 24-hour pack. You know, it's made for short duration stuff, patrolling, etc. You know, a day class. You know, maybe even a 2-day class. You know, if you're going to be going home each night, you can restock or whatever. If you're going to be out there, it's large enough to have a lot of the stuff that you need to support you and your rifle and stuff in certain environments, but not so much stuff where you just load it down and overload it where you can barely move, or to the point of being a full rucksack when you don't need it. And another thing is, you know, in the event that you needed to carry a full ruck and you were going to be on an extended duration type of event, you could. There's a jet coming over. Hope you guys can still hear me. We'll take a break. But in the event that you're going to be out for a long time and you have to take the ruck, then you can, you know, downsize this, maybe empty it out, and then you could stow this or pack this in the ruck or on the ruck or whatever, attach it however you need to, and have it with you. And then you can download from the ruck into this for shorter missions or, you know, excursions, hikes, whatever. It doesn't matter to me what you call it. You know, I mean, I'm just a civilian dude. But one point of note, I gave you guys an idea of kind of where my mind is as far as my use case for it. Like I said, a short duration pack. You know, that's what it's designed for, and something that won't weigh you down, something that'll still let you be light and agile, but you still have some components and some of the stuff that you would need to support yourself in the field for a short mission or a short excursion. And also, when I first got it, I was about to go on vacation, and I really hadn't had any time with the bag, so I obviously I set it up when I got it with the stuff from the other assault pack, and I stripped all that stuff out and I swapped it into my EDC bag, and I took the EDC bag stuff, all the contents from it, and placed it in this pack, and I took it to the beach with me because I was going to be there for a week, and I wanted to get acquainted with the bag. And I was like, well, I'm going to the beach. This is, you know, pretty equivalent to the size of my EDC bag. So I was like, well, I'm just going to take it with me, you know, to hell with it. So that's what I done, and I'm glad I done that. It gave me the opportunity to, you know, spend some time with the bag and carry it a little bit. Super comfortable. Like I said, it's not a large bag, so with the amount of weight that you're going to be carrying in it, not a bad way to go. And I also took it to night vision class that I took, I don't know, last weekend, I guess, and it was fine. You know, it was able to carry all my stuff for me to and from the range, you know, including my night vision and stuff like that. All my stuff was secured, it was safe, and it was all in one space. So that and the ammo can, you know, and I was good to go. So definitely a very versatile small bag. If you're looking for a small bag similar to this, I think you'd be hard pressed to beat the AWS one. They don't pay me for any of this shit. I spent my own money on it. My wife was asking what I wanted for our anniversary, and I was like, I know exactly what I want. So I got on there, they had them in stock. The Woodland had been out of stock every time I looked, and I pulled the trigger on it, and I'm most certainly glad that I did. I like to try to show people what the pack looks like when I'm wearing it. I want you to get a good look at it. Obviously, just without me wearing it, I should have put my nods in here, but I keep those locked away in my safe, and I don't keep my helmet in here either. That way I can combine the two and stuff them in there if I need to. So I didn't put them in there, but it fits nicely. Obviously, it makes it stick out a good bit, like, you know, so that's just part of the deal. But I will show you guys real quick what it looks like when I'm wearing it. And like I said, you do get a sternum strap, but with a pack this size, with the amount of weight that you're carrying, you typically won't need that, but it is here, and you can take it off if you so choose to. No waist strap on a pack this size. And one thing I noticed carrying it in an EDC roll was that it doesn't really interfere with my sidearm where I carry. You know, I carry strong side, so no issues there, which is really nice, because if you carry a sidearm and you utilize different packs, you know, some of them don't necessarily cooperate, especially if you're carrying on your strong side or on any side. You know, a lot of people do appendix nowadays. I typically don't, unless it's like a deep concealment environment. So no issues there, no issues with the you know, spare mag carrier. Everything works well, so I didn't have any issues with it at all. You cinch everything. You can cinch that beaver tail down nice and tight, and it just works really well. Super comfortable, no issues with comfort. I plan to take it on some hiking or rucking or whatever, you know, just my little typical fitness walks that I do. And I will take it with me on some of those to get a better feel for it, and kind of, you know, maybe get a couple mile stretch in it, and then just kind of see how it feels after 2 or 3 miles or something. But I'm sure it won't be an issue, because I've done those types of walks with the medium Alice and stuff like that, and it's been fine. So this little bag right here, you know, once you fill up the hydration bladder, you can kind of notice the weight, obviously, because water's heavy as shit. But outside of that, just normal, no big deal. So yeah, definitely a fan of it so far. I'm losing light out here too, but I'm almost done. Also too, you get some strap keepers on all your straps, and they're pretty high quality. They're good to go. So that way, when you cinch all your stuff down, if you want to tuck your tails in, you can, to prevent snag hazards. Just a well thought out bag, you know, probably by somebody who is looked at these types of things, and probably somebody who's carried some shit similar to this, or wish they could have in some sort of a harsh or combat environment. So well thought out, well engineered, and the price point is right, especially when you start comparing it to the other bags from reputable manufacturers that are made along this style. I think they got a good thing right here. And I think they got some Ranger green and stuff like that. And they also have a different model that's about $180, and the beaver tail is removable on that one. So check out AWS, and I think that stands for American Warrior Systems, I want to say. Yeah, so definitely check them out. But it's AWSIN.com. I'll put a link in the description box for anybody who's interested. And if I butchered their name, I apologize. I kept looking at their stuff, but maybe I forgot. I'm out of here, guys. Appreciate you.